15 యూనిట్స్ ఉన్నాయి మ్యామ్.
15 units. Blocks are in.
బ్లాక్స్ 5 బ్లాక్స్ ఉన్నాయి మ్యామ్.
What is the first unit? Structure of
ఇంట్రొడక్షన్
Indian.
టు ఫైనాన్షియల్ మార్కెట్స్ మ్యామ్. ఫస్ట్ బ్లాక్ లో ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ టు ఫైనాన్షియల్ మార్కెట్స్, సెకండ్ వన్ మనీ మార్కెట్, క్యాపిటల్ మార్కెట్, ఫారెన్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ మార్కెట్, డెరివేటివ్స్ మార్కెట్ మ్యామ్ లాస్ట్.
Okay. So now we'll start with the financial markets. What is the meaning of financial markets? Where in the financial markets, we will be making the investments. Is it? First, we'll be talking about the structure of Indian financial system. It is there. Financial system in your syllabus?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Structure
Financial
is there?
system in India. Structure
Financial structure.
financial markets, classification of financial markets ma'am.
Structure is not there.
లేదు మ్యామ్, స్ట్రక్చర్ లేదు.
Now we'll talk about the financial system. That is there now, financial system?
Yes ma'am.
So here the word system, that is in the term financial system, where it implies a set of complex and where it is closely connected or interlined institution, means it is interlinked with whom? These are the institutions like agents, practices, market, transactions, claims, liabilities in the economy. So this is the word where system it is making the financial system. So in this, we'll be making the financial system which is closely interlinked, where it is implies a set of complex. Because your practices, market, transactions, claims, this all comes under the liability. So here, even it is a financial system where it is comprises with a variety of intermediaries. That is, varieties of intermediaries, the market, and the instrument. And it also provides the principal means by which savings are transferred into investment. So थोड़ा थोड़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट करते रहते हैं आप, प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट आज ये महीने में 10 रुपए ऐसा, you will be making the changes with the savings it makes into the investment. So here see this investment. Financial example for financial intermediaries makes banks, savings, loan association, credit union, finance companies, mutual funds, life insurance. These all are the financial intermediaries. अपन पढ़े ना भी financial intermediaries, variety of financial intermediaries like pension funds, life insurance company, mutual funds, financial companies. Like this all comes under the example. Now, financial intermediaries, where it is connects with the borrowers with the savers. Borrow करके again will be saving. So these intermediates help the channel fund from one person to the entity to the another. एक से एक. अब क्या करते हैं? This one. It is interlinked with this. Is it? So investment classes कौन से है? Options for money. One is cash assets. Cash assets क्या है? You are making the assets like buildings. You are purchasing the gold like that. And bonds. Bonds with shares भी खरीदना, mutual funds खरीदना, LICs खरीदना. And the real estate. You are investing the open plot, buildings like that. And the stocks. Stock means share market. Got my point? So investment is a start move when compared to saving. एक 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 डाले तो कितने होते हैं? बहुत सारे होते हैं ना? So it
Yes,
makes.
ma'am.
So investment. When आप एक बीज डाले तो कितना बड़ा झाड़ होता? Is it compared with the savings? Now understood? Financial
Yes,
system. Now,
yes, ma'am.
now financial system and economic. ये स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक है. Economic सी ज्यादा आ गया. Economic development. So in this financial system are of crucial significance. That is capital transformation. You are making the financial formation where you are making into where it is involves the three distincts. One is a savings, one is a finance, the other one is a investment. Saving क्या है? With savings, when you are making the claims, become a available for other purpose. आज अब नेक्स्ट ये महीने में फेस्टिवल नहीं है तो आप कितना खर्चा होता है थोड़ा बाजू रखते. क्यों? नेक्स्ट मंथ सेव करके रखते कि नेक्स्ट मंथ फेस्टिवल है तो उसके लिए सेव करके रखेंगे. Is it? The ability by which claims to resources are set aside and become the available for other purpose. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is a finance. Finance is nothing but finance is the activity by which a claim resources are either assembled from those realized by domestic savings or obtained from abroad, etc. तो यार अपन क्या है फाइनेंस अपने पास पैसे नहीं है तो आप क्या करते हैं. यू विल बी क्लेमिंग फ्रॉम सोर्सेज एंड यू विल बी असेंबलिंग. आपको कुछ करना है तो आपको कुछ बिजनेस डेवलप करना है तो व्हाट यू विल डू. यू विल बी गेटिंग द फ्रॉम द रिलीज बाय द डोमेस्टिक सेविंग. आपके पूरा पुराना कोई भी सेविंग है तो यू विल बी टेकिंग फ्रॉम दैट and either you'll be asking from anyone, like you will be making the saving. That is a finance you'll be making to complete your task. And next is the investments. Investment, it is the activity by which resources are actually committed to production. So investment क्या है. आज आप investment करेंगे कल को वो investment जाके बढ़ जाता and it will give the fruitful result for you. That is a economic development. So in this way, the process of capital formation, जो भी capital है, they will making into the different stages. There is interrelated activities. Now, we'll see what is the role of financial system in the economic development. So first one, what? The financial system of a country is immense use in its economic development. Economic development में जो जितना develop कर सकते हैं. And the volume and the growth of the capital in the country very much depends upon the efficiency and intensity of the operations and activities in the financial markets. So you will be making the volume and the growth of the capital of the country. And you will be depends upon the more efficiency where it is intensity. दैट ऑपरेशन ऑफ एक्टिविटी जो भी अपने को ऑपरेशन ऑफ एक्टिविटी जो भी अपना काम करना चाह रहे उसको अपन डेवलप करने के लिए डेवलप विद इज अ फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स यू आर गेटिंग फ्रॉम द पीपल एंड एन इमेच्योर फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम हिंड्रेंसेस बोले तो व्हाट आर द फाइनेंशियल हिंड्रेंसेस. Sorry, hinders means what? The financial system that is hinders the growth. So always you will be must immature. Maturity, you must make the development for the financial system. You have to develop the activities. Now, next, what is the main objective of financial system? What is the financial system objective? Mobilize of financial resources. Mobilize karna. By establishing with the linked with the savers and the users of financiers. अब मैं save कर रही वो अब you will be seeing that the object कैसा develop करते हैं. If you have a money, you will be deposit करते. You will be making fix for 5 years. So 5 years तक वो पैसा वैसे ही रहता बैंक में.
No.
So what they'll do, that money they will be converting to the financial institution. What? They will be giving the loans to the other people. What the people will do? They will pay the interest to the bankers and they will invest the money in other activities where they can earn the profits. Is it clear? And that is the savers and the users. It is a link, financial resources, where is link between the savers and the users of finance. वो finance जो भी लिया उन्होंने क्या करता? That money he will be converting into the other activities. Is it clear? Then he will make the money. Is it clear? So,
Yes, ma'am.
so whatever the amount is given by the bankers as a loan, the person who has taken the loan, he will pay the interest. If he is paying the 10% of the interest, the bankers will give the 7% of the interest to the customer. There is of 3% of the interest is profit for the bankers. Is it clear? So the bankers are mediator between the financer and the savior and providing the liquidity to financial instruments. Means financial institution liquidity means we are giving the cash to the financial institution. Reduction of cost of finance, where you are reducing. So now see this, what is the significance of financial system? Just to check what are this. And now you have to tell me what are the things. What are the significance, ma'am? Aisha?
Importance of financial system.
Okay, but so how you are making this financial system developed? So you need for well developed, that is well functioned financial market. Then only you'll make the changes in the economy of the country. So what for that? You need more investments and more production. Yes. When you
Yes,
have the more investments, then you can give the loans to the financial institutions. Then they can make the more production. So they need the capital. They need the capital. And even along with the capital, they need the infrastructure development for the development and the growth. And simultaneously, when we are making the investment, there will be a growth of the trade. Is it? And it helps to financial system. It helps to argument augment, that is the employment growth. Just now I'm taking the loan. I'm making the one business. I want to continue business. I need to develop it. I want to develop means I need the staff. That is the employment. Book So they need the employment growth. So simultaneously, when is the financial system is changes, even the employment growth is also changes. And financial system, it is also ensures a balanced growth. Means there should be a balanced growth of economy. And the role of financial system in attracting the foreign capital. So financial system where we are attracting the foreign capital also in the financial system. And even it is a regional balanced development. Regional, there is a balanced regional development. And it helps the attract it helps to attract the foreign capital. Means attracting the role. It's taking the first role in the foreign capital, and even it helps into the attracting the capital of foreign. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we'll say the what is the purpose of financial system? What is the purpose? What is the necessary? We need the money. Why you need the financial markets? Why you need the intermediaries? Is it clear? So what is the purpose means? They have to transfer funds from saver to borrower. Saver. I'm saving my money in the bank. And opposite, the person is borrowing from the financiers, that is the financial institutions, to entrepreneur. That is that they want to develop their business. Okay. Savers are suppliers of funds. So if I'm saving the money, so what I'm doing, I'm investing my money. I'm depositing the money in the bank. Means I am the supplier. मैं सप्लाई कर रही फंड किसको फंड कर रही जो बारो करना चाह रहे the bankers will see that person and they'll give the loan. So I am the supplier of funds to the savers. And the borrowers what demander for fund. Means they'll come to the borrowers, they'll come to the banks and they borrow the money that is for the funds. So saver is the supplier, borrower is the demander. And now next is the financial markets. These are the financial markets. They issue the claims on borrowers. They issue the claims on borrowers, that is savers buy these claims directly. So they claim that the savers buy these claims directly. So I'm getting from the bankers. I don't know who are the borrowers who has taken my money. Is it clear? So the bankers will make this is the activity where the savers will get the claims directly. That is a interest. And financial intermediaries, they act as a go-between saver, entrust their funds to intermediaries, which in turn buy claims on borrowers. Are you getting my point? What is the purpose of the financial system?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, functions of financial system in India. What are the functions? First one is a liquidity, then is a saving, then reformatory. See here. Saving. First, what the person will do? Saving. Then you make the reformatory. Then it will be transferring. Then it is a risk. Then it is a payment. Then it is a liquidity. So these all are the functions of financial system in India. Now, structure of Indian financial system. See, this is the financial system structure. See, what is the financial institutions? That is the structure of financial system in India. What is the components of Indian financial system? That is financial institutions, financial markets, uh, instruments, then financial services. So here financial institutions where it is classified into two. One is a banking and the other one is a non-banking. In the banking, we have the commercial banks and the cooperative banks. Under the commercial banks, we have public sector, private sector, RRB, that is rural, regional rural banks, and foreign banks. Cooperative means the people who are the initiator, they themselves come in the particular villages, they'll make the one society that is cooperative banks. And these are the cooperative banks will be, they get only for the people who are the villagers. The next is a non-banking institution, DFIs, that is development banks, all India, all state, India and state level. These are the banks, development banks in India and the state level. And the next is a investment institutions. Investment institution अपन कहाँ पर invest कर रहे हैं अपन? अगर if any uncertainty happen, if anything happens, we are investing in the LIC. That is for the protection of the family. UTI and even with the mutual funds. These are all the development, that is DFIs, and the specialized institutions. Next is a non-banking, that is non-banking financial entities. That is hire purchase, investment, loans. These all comes under the non-banking. अपने को ज्यादा तक तो नॉन बैंकिंग नहीं, तो अपने को हायर परचेस ही मालूम है. But in the developed banks, we know these all the things. Understood? Now, financial markets. Financial markets, we have money market and the capital market. Money market and capital market is classified. Call money market. Call money market, it is treasury market. This is money market. में अपने को all money market है, treasury bills, commercial papers, and CD, that is checks. And the next is the capital markets. It is a primary market, secondary market, and derivative. And next is financial institutions. In the financial institutions, we have terms. It is classified into term, that is short term, medium term, and the long term. And the other one is a type. Which type it is? Primary security, secondary security, preference, then innovative instrument. Financial services. These are the financial services, that is, one is asset or fund based, that is leasing, hire purchase, consumer credit, bill discounting, venture capital, housing finance, insurance and factoring. And fee based, that is merchant banking, credit branding, and stock broking and the mergers. These are the Indian financial system. If you want to take this screenshot, you can take it. Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
आ रहा समझ में?
Yes, ma'am.
Next. Now, Indian financial system. Here, Indian financial system, it is classified. One is the financial institutions, markets, instruments, and financial services. Now we'll see what are the financial markets. In picture, what you are seeing, these are financial markets. One is the investor, the other one is the borrower. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So here borrowers. So here financial market. When we have the two, between these two people, we have the financial markets. That is HSBC, Bank of America, that is Citi Group, and the credit. These all are the banks. Here, these are the people are investing. These are the government and companies. They are taking the loan from financial markets. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Financial markets. See this picture and tell me. Your financial market, where it is represents the link between borrowers and the savers. And it is a marketplace where trading or exchanging various financial instruments. Chia, changing the financial instrument. This is a marketplace where you are borrowing the money from the banks. So your financial markets, where it is represents, just now I told you there is a link between the borrowers and the savers, and it is a marketplace where trading or exchanging various financial systems. So what is the trading financial instruments? We have stocks, we have bonds, we have the currency, and different variety of assets are current or non-current assets involved. Even it refers to that market that deals with the creation and exchange of financial assets. And this market focuses on appropriate utilization of individual saving. So यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा अपने को exchange कर, they are making the creation. They want to deal with the market and they are creating the exchange of the financial assets. And the market where it is focuses on the appropriate utilization of individual saving. मैं individual saving कर रही, वो individual savings को I'm making into the profits by investing an accurate place. Where is accurate place? That is a bank and the financial instruments. Is it clear? Even you are taking the mutual funds or the LIC. So where in LIC also we are investing. The LIC also giving the loan. That is an accurate place we are getting. Here, functions of financial markets. It provides a facility for interaction between the investor and the borrowers. It provides the pricing information resulting from interaction between buyers and sellers. It provides the security to deal in the financial assets. And even it is also ensured that its liquidity by providing a mechanism for the investor to sell their financial assets. And that is a low cost of transaction and the information. Now tell me what the function of the financial. Can you explain anyone? Yes. Girls, Gayatri, Samira, Aisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what are the functions. Can you briefly explain with your own examples?
Ma'am, primary, secondary,
Ma?
primary, primary market, secondary market.
What, ma?
What you asking, ma'am? Sorry.
These are the functions. I'm showing these are functions. So can you give me with the small examples with your own words?
Investor and buyer, borrower.
Then what the investor does the borrower?
Hmm.
Tell me. कुछ एक्सप्लेन करो। ಯಾವಮ್ಮ
इन्वेस्टर मैम जो अपने को बोरो प्लेस रहती है एंड बोरोवर वी आर बोरोइंग फॉर द इन्वेस्टर्स.
So how easily can you get the borrowings from the people? How you
No,
getting the borrowing? Who are the providers to you?
investor are providing the investments, money, loans.
आपके own words में बोलो. बोलो माँ. यहाँ पे first we have investor and the borrowers. गायत्री
Yes, ma'am.
చెప్ప మనకి ఏం అర్థమైంది. Here I'm given the 5 points. In exam you have to elaborate your answer. So here interaction. Here what is happening? There is interaction between the two people. Means I'm investing. You are coming and you are borrowing the money. So if I'm not there, then how can the money will get to the borrower? So here where the place is the financial market. So here financial market is providing the interaction between the two people. So here the financial market is an intermediary. Intermediate is between these are the two people. And even there is also provides a pricing information that is between the seller and the buyer. So if I want to buy any like any property or any asset, the seller has to fix the price. So to know this, bargaining also will be done between the buyers and the sellers. So that is also made in the financial markets only. And even there is also it provides a security. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
In the financial institution. And here there is also a liquidity. Liquidity means it ensures liquidity. There is a cash that provides the mechanism for the investor to sell their financial assets. जो भी financial assets है, they will making the providing the mechanism for liquidity. cash बनाने के लिए. अब मेरा asset है, एक घर है, अब घर बेचना है, मेरे को उसको mortgage करना है, then they will ensure into the liquidity. That is also in the financial market. So here this financial market, it ensures that is a low cost of transactions and the information. Now we have many apps where you can have there. So here next is a financial markets. Here the financial markets is by nature of claim, maturity, timing of delivery and organizational structure. In the nature of claim, you have a debt and the equity. And the maturity is money market and the capital market. Then timing of delivery, it is a cash and the future market. Organization, where it is a exchange and the over the counter market. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, you take the screenshot.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
This is the meaning, the financial markets.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Hmm. A complete meaning and definition.
Yes, ma'am.
Functions.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Now, types of financial markets. है ना आपको ये? अम्मा? Types of financial market. Financial market is classified into two. One is a capital market, the other one is the money market. Capital market, it is a long term governed by SEBI. मालूम है? SEBI means? And here, money market, this short term governed by the RBI. These are the banks. This is also bank. And next is a capital market. It is classified into two. One is a primary market, the secondary market. And this is a primary market, new security issue. Secondary market, issued security trading. ये primary, that's first time. This is the second time. जो भी अपन इश्यू करते हैं उसको ट्रेड करते हैं यहाँ पर. Take the screenshot.
Done, ma'am.
Take this money market meaning and the definitions. Here, money market meaning. Here it is refers to the market where money and highly liquid marketable securities are bought and sold. Highly liquid marketable securities. उसको लेके आके that will be selling in the market. That is in the form of like mutual funds we can say, or anything we can say that will be sold in the, and having a maturity period that is 1 or less than 1 year, like short term. What are these all the things? So it is not a place where stock market, but is an activity conducted by telephone. ये stock market नहीं होता, money market. Okay, that is a commercial papers, certificate of deposit, call money, repurchase agreement. मालूम है आप लोग commercial मतलब गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज अपने पोस्ट ऑफिस में मिलते हैं, only for short term. It is 1 year and less than 1 year. And this is certificates of deposit. These all are, etc. We have these all are the money market. So according to this, Geoff Frey, money market is a collective name given to the various firms and institutions that deals in the various grades of a near money. Take this meaning, ma.
Done, ma'am.
What is the features of money market? Money market is completely, deals with the cash, liquidity of assets. So it is dealt highly, that is highly liquid. Example, money or near money assets that it can be easily converted into cash. अगर कुछ bonds खरीदे और bonds मेच्योरिटी होने के बाद लेके गए तो अपने कैश दे देना. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
The next is the maturity of asset. This is a maturity of asset. It is a short term of money market is less than 1 year. And the place of dealing. कैसा deal करते हैं अपन? So there is no fixed place of activity. It could be conducted over telephone or the mail. Which type of? It is a short term. Nature, it is several sub-markets, where it is a homogeneous in nature. अगर ये मनी मार्केट कर रहे हो सब जन एक ही वैरायटी लेता उसमें 10 वैरायटीज रहती. इट इज होमोजेनियस, इट इज रिलेटेड टू वन. ब्रोकर्स, they can be conducted with or without help of brokers also. Brokers की जरूरत नहीं है, ये अपने आप कर ले सकते हैं मनी मार्केट. So here did you take this one pieces of money market?
Yes, ma'am.
So till here I have explained you. In the next class I'll be going to explain the objectives of money market, functions of money market, and what are the instruments in the money market. That is a treasury bill, commercial, certificate deposit, repurchase, corporate bonds, and bankers. ये अपन players of money market we are going to. CB अभी CB बोले तो क्या है? Securities and Exchange Board of India. Okay. Any more? Yes, Sudha, you can speak to the students. Sudha? Yes, Sudha. Sudha Rani. Sudha Rani? Sudha Rani.
Hello?
Ah, Sudha
Yes,
Rani.
ma'am. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell me that you have given a message that you want to talk 5 minutes.
Ma'am, I'm a counselor, commerce.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me, ma'am.
Ma'am, your class is done?
Yes, ma'am. That is till 2:30 kada.
Yeah. No, actually, what do you call this Commerce 12 paper, all 6 classes, company la 6 classes over. Sir mentioned, no, morning kept a message, no? But for me,
I don't know, ma'am.
No. Just I want to speak to children for just for 2 minutes. That's why I asked.
Okay, ma'am.
So thank you. Good afternoon, children. Company law class. We have 2 more topics. That is meetings over. What to call winding up of a company and company secretary. How many of you attended previous classes?
Yes, ma'am. I attended.
Yes, ma'am.
Attended, na? So, do
Yes.
you have any classes after this?
No, ma'am.
So, will you join?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You had your lunch?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, yes. Okay. Just 10 minutes break you take and join. I'll complete that company secretary and winding up of a company. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Just
I thought Sudharani means a student.
I thought you understand.
No, no, no. Because you are joined in one. Is my class started 1 o'clock, no, ma'am.
Yeah, actually, I just kept a message, but when you will call, I don't know. No, I just muted from my side. Your lecture,
Okay.
I muted from my side, and I engaged in my work.
Okay, okay.
Uh, so now, time I'm checking because the same thing. When you are called, if I won't be available, it will be difficult, no?
So that is
So
the last 5 minutes you asked, no? That's what, who is she?
from 2:25, I'm just watching. I may get a call or water. Right. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Because I missed
Ma'am,
one class, I want to cover that.
okay,
Mm,
ma'am. Ma'am, if you want, you can continue, ma'am.
yeah, yeah, I'll
Yes,
continue.
ma'am.
Mm.
Because that is only one topic, ma'am. Again, they're
Yes,
going and again they're coming, ma'am. Because
yeah, yeah. I'll
I,
continue. Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you.
I.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Shall we continue, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
right, right. Just a minute. It's 2:30. Mm, company law, right? Is this material visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Ms. Padmaja ma'am is there. Ma'am, thank you once again. Right. This is only the students. Okay. So we left with the company secretaries and winding up of a company, right? Right? Yes or not?
Ma'am.
Is this material gone? This no material is visible to you,
Yes, ma'am.
company secretary. Yeah. In this company secretaries, uh, just 2 seconds. Uh, we will learn about company secretary, who is company secretary, and what is the appointment of company secretary. How our company secretary is appointed, what are qualifications, disqualifications. A very small topic. Okay, company secretary means what? I said he's the one who executes. Okay, board of directors make the policies and decisions, take the policies and decisions for the future of the firm, whereas those execution of those policies and decisions are taken care by this company secretary, the secretary. Okay. Now let us see the is this screen visible?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Secretary means who? As per the section 2 of subsection 24, company secretary is the one who undertakes, who must possess certain fiscal qualifications, and he is appointed to perform certain duties and which are supposed to be performed by a secretary as per the act. Okay. So he is an individual. What are the characteristics? He is an individual appointed as a company secretary. He should not be a firm or body. Okay, an individual only should act as a company secretary, not a firm or a body corporate. Like you may get a, what is a firm or body corporate? See, we used to see law firms. Some group of lawyers join together and form as a firm, and they undertake all different companies issues. Okay, that should not be like this here. A company secretary, a personal, an individual individual person has to be appointed as a company secretary of the firm. But a firm should not take any other people working as a company secretaries under the firm. Okay. The next one is company secretary must possess required qualifications. Like as per the central government, he must means he should complete company secretaryship and he should possess that membership. You might have heard of that, like how chartered accountants are there. Similarly, company secretary exam will be there, CS exam. The one who complete that CX exam and registers their name under the company secretary's membership, uh, they only should be act as a company secretary. So he should be a member of the company secretary association, and he also must possess certain ministerial and administrative duties. He will perform. He is the one who performs ministerial and administration duties. Okay. Next, let us see how he is appointed. So, company secretary only three characteristics. One, he should be an individual. He must possess the required qualification as per the central government, and he will perform all the duties like ministerial and administrative duties. Okay, but not a manager. He is not a manager. He is the only administrator. Means he only executes. Okay, and the next one is appointment of a company secretary. A person must any company which is having a paid up capital above the 5 crores should appoint a whole time company secretary. Okay, remember, any company which is having above 5 crores, paid up capital above 5 crores, must possess a full time company secretary, and he has to be, how he will be appointed, by passing a special resolution at the board of directors meetings. Okay, and he will be appointed with the certain conditions, and some remuneration will be paid to him. Even in the general shareholders meeting, by passing a special resolution, this person will be appointed. So please note down short answers. You keep the paper and note down or underline if you have the material. A company with a paid up capital above 5 crores must appoint full-time company secretary, and he will be appointed by means of a special resolution, okay, of a shareholders and board of directors. And then he shall not have any office. He should work exclusively for the company which he has been appointed. Okay. And next, first secretary of a company is generally appointed by the promoters. Okay, because he is the one on whose and he again he has to involve in the remaining process of the company formation. That's why promoters of a company will appoint first secretary, and his name will be mentioned in the articles of association also. These are the points to be remembered. Okay. For appointment of company secretary, and it must be in writing. He should possess given his name. Appointment must be submitted to the register of company, all the details, and also informed to the stock exchange in which their company securities are listed. So these are the points. I'll repeat once again. Do I? No need a 5 to 6 points. You'll get short answer. Next one, qualifications of a secretary. There are two types of qualifications: statutory qualification and professional qualification. Statutory qualification means what? The qualifications which are required as per the government, as per the law, as per the act. Okay, so these statutory qualifications includes: first, the person or an individual who is going to be appointed as a company secretary must possess these qualifications as per act, compulsory to possess. What are they? First one is membership from the ICSI. Means what? From the Institute of Company Secretary of India. That's what I said. Now he should have passed company secretary examination, and he should register, become a, by registering his name, he should become a member of the Company Secretary Board of India. Okay. Next, he must possess membership, or if not company secretary membership, at least he should possess membership as a chartered accountant in the ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And or else at least he must be a member of, yeah, ICICI or ICW. Actually now it is ICMA, cost and management accounting. The ICW is a old one, cost and works accountants of India. Or he must at least possess postgraduate degree in corporate secretaryship or a degree in the law or corporate laws. Finally, he should be an individual, not a firm. You may get a doubt. What is individual means? Individual, he should not be a firm. Okay, firm. A company should not appoint a firm who is undertaking these company secretarial practices. Okay. Huh. So he should be an individual, and he should possess either the company secretary membership, means either a company secretariat person, the person who qualified as a CS, or a person who qualified as a CA, or a person who is qualified as a CMA, or a person who is possessing postgraduate degree in the corporate secretaryship, or a person who is having a corporate law degree. Any of these persons can be a company secretary of the firm. And next, what are the other professional qualifications? What are the professional qualifications to be a company secretary? Because he is the one who who takes the responsibility of executing the entire firm's policies and policies that are made by the firm, the board of directors in their in their decisions meetings, and he's the one who has to bring coordination. He's a link between the board of directors and shareholders and staff. So he has to bring, he must have the coordinative skills, executing skills, administrative skills, right? So let us see what are the professional qualifications that he should possess. Sound education means he should possess high standard of academic qualification, because he has to perform various skill duties. Okay, and he should be well qualified. Next, ability to make sound judgments. He should able to take good judgments, means proper judgments in a time aspect, effectively, efficiently, within promptly. He should able to take the judgments. Means yeah, organization may have different issues and challenges. Okay, at times he may has to face various challenges and issues. Sometimes conflicts may be there. So in any time, any situation, he should able to take a proper decision, and he should able to give a sound good judgment, not affecting any others. Okay. Next one is knowledge of office organization and business methods. Yes, a person who's going to act as a company secretary of the firm should have how the office is to be organized and what are the terms that are used and how it is what is the organization system of the office, and what are the different business methods, means whether the firm is manually operating or mechanized or automated. Okay, what are the new methods taking place, and see that the methods the organization system is not to be duplicated. Okay, all these knowledge you should possess. Of course, a person who has completed in the statutory qualifications, what we said, who has completed CS, CA, ICMA, or secretaryship only can become. So he will learn. It's not that his knowledge should not only permit to the getting the grades, but also in application while acting as a company secretary, he should possess a proper knowledge of office organization and the various business methods. Next, knowledge of various laws, because he is the one who has to undertake, see that the whether for organization is following all its activities as per the company's rules and regulations, company's act rules and regulations or not. He should have every knowledge of the acts that are connected with the firm, corporate laws, labor laws, industrial laws, like the different acts and laws, whatever are there, within which the government, the firm works. The knowledge of basic knowledge of these all laws must be held by this person who is acting as a company secretary. The next one is knowledge of accountancy and taxation. Yes, because he's the one who has to take care of entire firm and see that firm's goals and objectives are achieved within the budgets, resources available, or cost effectively. So he should that sorry. Okay, he should possess that knowledge, accounting knowledge, taxation, because time to time for his firm's services, for various aspects, what are the various taxes and GST to be paid by the firm, that he should have for so that he can, if he has the knowledge, he can try to minimize them in while taking the steps forward, right? So he should also possess the knowledge of accounting and taxation. Next one is knowledge of economics, banking, and finance, because being a company secretary, as I mentioned, he is the one who undertakes execution of all the policies of the firm. He should all rounder, he should have an all rounder knowledge. Of course, all these he will learn under when he is doing a company secretary or a CA or a CS or ICMA. But okay, that as I mentioned, his knowledge should be in all knowledge, means he must possess economic and banking and finance related knowledge also. What are the new latest trends that are taking in the banking system and the financial aspects of the money markets and capital markets, and what is the world economy going on. These all knowledges must be possessed by the company secretary. Impressive personality. Apart from all these professional qualifications, his personal aspect also, like his appearance, his behavior, his mannerism, and all that. And he should have a common sense, time, and okay, he should have enthusiasm to learn and to know, and he must feel personally should have a sense of responsibility for okay, all these things must be have also, these are common. Okay, so what are the qualifications? You should there are two: statutory qualification, professional qualifications. And he must also possess under statutory qualification, he must be an individual and he must possess either CS company secretary membership, chartered accountant membership, or cost management membership, or a corporate secretary, PG in corporate secretaryship, or law or corporate law degree. Okay. Apart from that, professional qualifications, he should have education, and he should have ability to make sound judgments. Okay. And knowledge of office organization and business methods, various laws like company laws, industrial laws, commercial laws, labor laws. All these knowledge you must possess. Accounting and taxation knowledge, GST, law. Okay. And economic and banking, different economical changes, economical conditions of various countries and our country, and the banking methods and new trends that are taking place in the banking, finance, knowledge of money and capital markets. He must possess impressive personality. Apart from all this person must be of a in his behavior, like sincerity. Must be sincere enough, and is dedicated in common sense, use of common sense, not having some enthusiasm to learn new things, a feel of sense of responsibility. All these are also recommended to be a company secretary. What are not to be what qualifications, what qualities not to be there in a person who wants to be an CS? Unsound mind. He's not only as a CS, he cannot work as a partner also, and who cannot be who is having a who became insolvent or bankrupt. You learned about these terms in your accountancy: insolvent and bankrupt and diwala theorem. Okay. So who becomes a bankrupt, he cannot able to take proper judgments, right? He cannot he cannot be a decisive person, right? So he'll become as an indecisive person. So that also not possible. Who is under the convict of court of law is ఎవరి మీద అయితే ఆల్రెడీ కొన్ని కోర్ట్ కేసెస్ ఉన్నాయో, ఒఫెన్స్గా ఉన్నాడో అలాంటి వ్యక్తి. The other any other disqualification, the person of an appointment, or if a court, if court decides, means he is having everything, the above whatever the qualifications we discuss, he has all those qualifications, and he has good sound mind. He is not a bankrupt. He is but due to his previous behavior or due to his misconduct, if a court disqualify him to be act as a company secretary, then also we cannot take that individual as a company secretary. That is what that means. And also a director of a company, an auditor of a company, or any other person who is not qualified to enter into a contract, these people also cannot be appointed as a company secretary. Now coming to, that's all. Then, so small topic, right? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, what is the status of company secretary? What is his status and how he is treated as? Uh, what are his functions, role? What is his role? Yeah, he's a company secretary. As I mentioned, he plays a very key role. Who is the one who has to take care of implementation of all the rules and all the policies of the firm. So, Section 203 of Subsection 1 of Companies Act defines key managerial personnel as key managerial personnel, in addition, managing director, whole-time director, company secretary, and chief financial officer. These are the three persons which Companies Act defines as a key role managerial persons. You may ask, ma'am, you said company secretary is not a managerial person. Yes, but he plays a key role in the execution of the company's roles. So let us see his role. His role is classified into three categories: statutory officer, a coordinator, and administrator. Okay. Statutory officer in what aspect? To taking care of all the compliance, legal compliances of a company as per the Companies Act. He is responsible. Okay. He is the one who has to see that any aspect, anything that for the company is taking action or implementing, those are as per the Companies Act only, rules and regulations within the provisions of Companies Act only. The company is not violating any Companies Act rules. That all care is to be taken by this company secretary. That is the reason why so responsible for various compliances under different acts. Because he said no, he should have the knowledge of industrial law, commercial law, labor law. So all those, any act that say for example, if a company wants to increase the working hours of a labor, whether those increased enhanced working hours of labor is accepted by the labor law or not, that has to be considered and if observed by the company secretary. If it is not accepting, he should inform the management. He should convey the management and convince the management and okay. So he should have the knowledge of all the acts and different acts. Okay. Next, under the SEBI regulation, the company secretary shall act as a secretary to the audit committee also. Means while listing the company అంటే ఏంటంటే a company which is issuing its shares to the public and raising the capital has to has to register its name with the stock exchange. Okay. And that issue of shares when it takes place through stock exchange, we call that company is listed in stock exchange. So at the time of listing of a company uh, and following the SEBI regulations is also the responsibility of a company secretary. Means all the documents required for the issue of shares or allotment of shares, debentures, whatever, has to be taken care by this person only. Next, what we said? So he is the principal officer of the company as per the Income Tax Act. Okay. Now the next role is company secretary as a coordinator. How is a coordinator? He is the one who acts link between the board of directors and shareholders, or between the managerial person and the shareholders. Okay. And not only that, he is the link between the firm and government, society and government. So with everyone he is connected. If anything is, he's the one who has to responsible and who has to convey any information that relating to the company he's working. Okay, with the government, time to time company related information has to coordinate, and government related any policies time to time has to coordinate with the company. Similarly with the shareholders, many major policy changes has to be conveying those to the shareholder from the managerial aspect. Okay, or conveying to the society from the manager as firm's aspect, or from the shareholders from side to the management. So he's the link. Okay. The next one is company secretary as an administrator, because he's the one who has to undertake, see that execution of policies are taking place and bringing all the departments into relationship and coordination in the organization. In organization, there involves different departments: accounts department, finance department, purchase department, sales department, stores department. Like the different departments involved in the organization. Each department individually their targets may be different, but our collectively all the departments work towards the achievement of the objectives of a firm. Every firm will have some objectives. So whatever the number of people and the departments are there, all these efforts are towards the achievement of common objectives of the firm, right? So he should see that all the departments work with the coordination and with the build a interrelationship between the departments. If there is no coordination, achieving the objectives is difficult. Okay. A simple to construct a house, who are the departments involved? uh, Construction means planning, right? Building planner, then plumber, the civil engineer. Planner is civil engineer, electrician, and మన భాషలో చెప్పుకోవాలంటే తాపి మేస్త్రి ఉండాలి, ఎలక్ట్రీషియన్ ఉండాలి, సివిల్ ఇంజనీర్ ఉండాలి, మరి వాస్తు వాడు ఉండాలి, ఇన్ని ఉంటాయి కదా మనకి. వీళ్ళందరూ కోఆర్డినేట్ చేస్తేనే మనకి ప్రాపర్ బిల్డింగ్ వస్తుంది. లేదంటే ఏమవుతుంది, ఎవరి పని వాళ్ళు చేసుకెళ్తామంటే పవర్ కనెక్షన్స్ ఒక దగ్గర ఉంటాయి, పవర్ పాయింట్ మనకు కావాల్సింది ఒక దగ్గర ఉంటుంది, డోర్ ఇంకో దగ్గర ఉంటుంది, రైట్? ఇమాజిన్, right? So he is the one who brings the coordination between the all departments and the people in administering and performing the in achievement of the objectives of the organization. That is, now coming to the duties of a company secretary. He is the facilitator. He is a facilitator who convenes meetings. అంటే మనం బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ డైరెక్టర్స్ దగ్గర చెప్పాను నేను, మీటింగ్స్ అప్పుడు హీఈస్ ద వన్ హూ అండర్టేక్స్ మీటింగ్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ కూడా ప్రాపర్గా జరిగేలాగా చూసేటువంటి వ్యక్తి ఎవరు? కంపెనీ సెక్రటరీ. మీన్స్ టు కండక్ట్ ఎ మీటింగ్, వాట్ ఆర్ ద prerequisites of meeting are there? Preparing the notice, sending the notice to all the members related, okay, and making arrangements of meeting, and after meeting preparing the minutes, registering with the registrar, all the meeting proceedings, all these, sorry, taken care by the so he's a facilitator. He facilitates in meetings of the board of directors or members. Next, he also obtained approvals from the board, government, whenever required. So, if a firm wants to undertake any activity, or wants to take go further step, or introduce a new product, or enter into the new market, okay, whatever the decision firm wants to take relating to that with the government, with the act or officials, any power, any approvals are required, he is the one who has to take those approvals. And he assisted the board also in seeing that a firm follows a good corporate governance, maintaining good relations with all. Issue of share certificates, debentures, all this. I think if you have the company accounts, you will come across of these, whatever it is, share certificate, debenture certificates to the holders is also the responsibility of the duty of the company secretary. And at the event of winding up of a company also, a company secretary is the one who is supposed to submit all the statements required to be submitted by the firm to the liquidator. What is winding up? Closing. If any, due to any reasons, if the firm wants to be closed, so for closing the firm, whatever legal aspects are there and documents to be submitted, submitting all those to the concerned authority is also the responsibility or the duty of the company secretary. Okay, and he is the one who has to see that all the taxes are submitted on time. Tax returns, whatever the taxes to be paid by the firm to the government under different tax rules, he is the one who has to take care of that, the submission of all those taxes on time. Okay, every legal document of company makes a time. Yes, if a company related any activity to be authenticate or to get a what you call what you call due to any disputes or in any cases to make it authenticate to that documents of anything relating to the firm must be stamped. Okay, should be signed and stamped properly. Otherwise, see, ex firm entered into some contract with the government, and that government contract acceptance and everything done. But if you don't obtain that government contract acceptance document with the stamp and signature, no use, right? Similarly, or if a firm has paid some amount to some client and it has not obtained any document, that also no valid. So everything whatever relating to the company, all the legal documents to be stamping of those documents is also responsibility of the company secretary. And he is like a chief officer of the organization, so he has to take care as a coordinator, has to take care of the interest of the shareholders, okay, and also company directors, society as well. He always should try to grow the company and put a positive image of the company with the outside world. And he also has certain other duties which are required by the board of directors to perform by him time to time. You can write this simply, understand, and so you can underline like this. Provide guidance to directors of the company. Okay, directly, collectively or individually. Next is the facilitator in convening the meetings of the board and shareholders. Has to obtain approval from the board and government for any purpose. Assist the board in this one. Issue the share certificate and debenture certificates. Ah. Uh, Verify the statements to be submitted to the liquidator on the event of winding up of a company. Supervise the timely filing of tax returns. Ensures that every legal document is stamped. Acts as a chief officer of the organization also. What is it responsible to protect the interest of shareholder and our company, directors, and outside world. To project, develop, nourish the company. This you can say, see the company's growth. Is important. He's also required to see that the company's development. Other duties as required by the board time to time. Okay, like that in simple. You need not to write paragraphs. If you use the keywords in your answer, that is enough for the examiner that you understood and you know the correct answer to answer to be given for the question asked. Understood? So like that. Now coming to this rights and powers. Yeah, being such a key role person in the organization, there's a what to call it, some company secretary also enjoys certain rights and powers. Mm. He has a right to supervise and control the secretarial department of company. First one, he right to sign the documents as a principal officer of the company. Has a right to issue share certificates. Okay, and sometimes the board of directors delegate their powers also. Okay, so based on the agreement on behalf of the directors, he can have a certain rights to take decisions. He also has a right to indemnify the company for any loss suffered by him while discharging the official duties. So his rights are not only as a company secretary of the company, he has also has a right as an individual for has a right to sue the company for any injustice took place for him. Okay, he has a right to be indemnified by the company for any loss suffered by him while discharging his official duties. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Indemnified means, yeah, while discharging his duties, if he suffers any loss, he has a right to collect it from the company. Okay, so only five rights and powers, easy to remember. Coming to the liabilities, contractual liabilities, and statutory liabilities. What are the contractual liabilities? As mentioned earlier, he is the first company secretary appointed by the promoters, and he entered into certain agreements and contracts on behalf of the company. Okay, so if any omissions or violations of agreements if he makes, he will be liable. So let us see what are they. He is expected to perform his duties reasonably anyway. If any damages caused to the company due to his misconduct, he is liable. And he is personally liable for any breach of authority, means if he cross his authority and do anything beyond his authority, cause damage to the company, then also he is liable. And is restrained from disclosing actually being a company secretary of the company is not supposed to reveal any important information, confidential information of a company to anyone else. If he do so, he will be found guilty and he will be liable to the company and sometimes court order also. Okay, So you can it's simple, children. Contractual liability means being a company secretary means he's a responsible person, and every responsibility, all the details of the company are with him. So he should not act beyond his powers, and he should not disclose any confidential matter of a company to the outsiders. Those are the points here repeatedly given. Perform his duties with care, so he should not misconduct willfully. Next one is the personal liable if he breach his authority, and he is restrained from disclosing any confidential information of a company. If he do so, he will be fined and punished as per the act. He stands fiduciary position of company if he makes any secret profit. Huh. Using his authority and company name, he should not make any profits. If he makes such secret profits, he will be punishable. He is liable to indemnify a company or third party for the loss suffered by him unless his personal behavior. So now coming to the statutory liabilities. What are the statutory liabilities? Actually, what we said is the one who should know all the legal compliances of different acts and make sure that the firm observe all those legal compliances, the provisions are observed wherever required, right? So, mm, are you all there, children? I'm just going on teaching.
Yes, ma'am.
Sleeping?
No,
Feeling
ma'am.
like sleeping?
No.
Mm. I think I'll be able to complete only uh, company secretary part. It's a 3:15. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. So statutory liabilities or defaulting in filing means what we said. He is the one who should know all the legal aspects of different laws and acts, right? So as per this various laws and acts, whatever the legal compliances to be fulfilled, fulfilling those legal compliances is the responsibility of this company secretary. If he fails to do so, he will be liable as per the act. Not okay. So for example, defaulting in filing a return of allotment, then he will be fined up to 1,000 for every day. Okay, and defaulting delivering share certificates and debenture certificates, but that also he will be fined. Defaulting in filing annual reports or the returns of the company, like income tax returns, if he failed to pay, fine up to 50,000 or 5 lakhs. Defaulting in laying down profit and loss account balance sheet annual general meeting. If he fails to convey submit these reports in the meeting, then also will be fined. Failure to give due notice of board of directors for thought of conducting a meeting, but he failed to give the notice to the concerned members. If he not communicated that about the meetings of the board of directors to the members eligible to attend, then also you will be fined. Okay, so all are simple, five points, easy to remember. Okay, he's the one who is responsible to conduct meetings, provide the notice and arrangement of the meetings, uh, during the meeting, after the meeting. Okay, this much they'll not ask. Done, understood, that's all. Other functions not necessary. What are the legal compliances? Not necessary. This much you will not remember. For you as a commerce student, not that much. Understood till now? Secretary audit, he may ask a short answer. And one more topic is there. Yeah. Next one is meetings. I think next Sunday after today after ma'am's class, can I take? As
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, as I promised you in the first day itself only. I'll take up additional classes and I'll cover, right? So next class, starting first two classes I missed. First class we were informed late. Second class I was not ready because of that second class. Also last minute we were informed, so I could not able to take. So those classes I promise you I'll take. So now one class, and the next Sunday again. Uh, After Madden class like today, I'll take and I'll complete the winding up. Is that okay for you all?
Okay, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo. Shall we
Ma'am,
stop
can
this
you
class?
give the important questions?
See, I covered important only. That's what I said in the beginning also. About we are sorry. Whatever in the given short time, in 6 weeks of classes, cover six classes covering entire syllabus is difficult for any teacher. So we will cover the major important topics only in the during those classes, right? So in this period now, see, secretary audit and legal compliances, those I did not cover. Why? Because it's not that important. Whatever important from the
Okay, ma'am.
company secretary, those only I covered, right? So
Okay.
those only important, right? Okay. Hmm.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Then, so prepare well.
Yes.
The last
Yes,
next
ma'am.
week, please be prepared. After ma'am class, I'll take some more time.
Okay,
With
ma'am.
that, we
Thank
wind
you.
up. Right. Thank you, children.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.